he kind of insinuated he'd like to try, but the therapists still feel like he's a step away. Hopefully he'll feel better tomorrow. We might get an opportunity to play him. Diggy, you had a question?
I was just going to say that the starters could not hold their own today on the
No, they couldn't. No.
Is that because Kobe was playing?
I think they just ran out of. They made a couple of mistakes towards the end, and they ran out of juice at the end.
What, Sasha? Can you play by Friday?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Thursday?
I think tomorrow he'll be ready to play. He looked ready.
How about you?
I'll see how Luke feels tomorrow, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. He wasn't ready to play last night, so he got to practice a full practice, and we'll see how it is.
Are you worried at all about Kobe's shot? His percentage is really low in these games here.
I'm not that concerned about his shot as I am just about, just having an overall ability to play with the kind of energy he wants to play with. His shot will come as soon as that happens. And, he's, the best caretaker I've ever seen of his own personal physique. So I anticipate, he's got this measured as to how he wants to do. I don't anticipate he's going to be playing heavy minute games to start this season. So we'll have to find a pattern out there so he has greatest influence in the amount of minutes he can play.
You mean like consider sitting him on Friday? Consider just leaving him out on Friday at all in the back-to-back?
Thursday.
So Thursday, but not. I have to sit Thursday and not play Friday. Or the other way around?
No, the other way around more likely. I think that Thursday's very possible that he would not play on Thursday.
Lamar was very effective in the post last night, distributing the ball. Is it a goal to get him down there?
He's, big part of his game is playmaking off that post, and he does a good job on it. So there's many times I encourage him to go in there, and he's at times reluctant because Kobe goes in and Powell's a featured player of ours that's in the post, and Ron's a good post-up player. So, he's got to pick his spots, but yeah, we want him in there.
Is that where playing the five so much this summer could have an impact for you?
When he came here from Miami, now I wasn't here his first year, but Miami had featured him on the post that year a lot. He was a playmaker off the post, and he was quite effective for him in that position. So we tried to do that when I came here in the first couple of years, but just didn't seem to work out as much as we had hoped.
There was that 5-game stretch last, February, when Kobe was out and Powell went from being 1A to just 1, like option 1 on offense. And his numbers spiked and the team went 4-1. Do you want to see him kind of have that type of personality from the start of the season?
I don't know if he'll be ready to do that at the start of the season, but yes, certainly would. I think that he's kind of easing himself into this year. I haven't seen that, that spark. He's not quite as efficient. Powell's a 55, 54% shooter, and he hasn't been at those numbers yet. So, we do hope that he finds that. But, the other day in practice, he looked very good, in some of our individual work. So we're seeing him start to shoot the ball pretty well.
During that 5-game stretch, the defense had also elevated in terms of allowing points. Where do you see those teams at in terms of maybe having to get to that point?
Well, we're spending time defensively on some of the things that we messed up on game by game right now, to try and get an understanding for our players as to what our philosophy is, and then have them recognize it quickly. And so it's about the frequency that you play teams. Obviously playing Utah back-to-back successively gave us an opportunity to kind of get our defense in a better stead than we had the other night. So, that's important for us. But I think that, the quickness, some of the players have quickness. Shannon had a lot of quickness in replacing Kobe, activity level that he has. All those things account for some of the help that we had defensively.
You mentioned putting a limit maybe on Kobe's minutes to start the season. Do you have a figure number in mind?
No, I have no number. I mean, Kobe's got to know how he can, may vary from game to game. We have a back-to-back, our second, third games to start the season. I think there'll be a difference between, game 3 and game 2, obviously, in situations like that. It makes sense, but I don't think there's a number.